First, intro and background. Our topic is analysis of Park Geun-hye's corruption case. Park was South Korea's 18th president and first female president. Her father, Park Chung-hee, a long-serving leader, boosted the country's economy, but the background brought her high expectations and pressure. Early in life, her mother and father were assassinated. She then relied on religious mentor Choi Tae-min and his daughter Choi Sun-sil, who later became her shadow advisor with big influence. Elected in 2012 and in office in 2013, Park won support with merit to the country, but later her government faced a crisis, bad handling of the civil ferry disaster and disputes over THAAD deployment. In 2016, media revealed Choi Sun-sil interfered in state affairs and held presidential secrets. Millions joined the candlelight protests, demanding her step down. In March 2017, South Korea's constitutional court unanimously impeached her. She became the first president ousted this way. This case shocked South Korea and became a key Asian power corruption example. Second, crimes and case details. Park faced 18 charges from prosecutors, focusing on three core areas: bribery, abuse of power, and leaking state secrets. First, bribery. She colluded with Choi Sun-sil to take 59.2 billion won from something Load SK and other big firms. Something gave 4.33 billion won to choice groups to help Lee Jae-yong take over the company. Load was asked for 890 million won. SK and others donated to Mir Foundation and K Sports Foundation under government pressure for policy favors. These deals looked like public welfare, but were power for money trades. Park and Choi used presidential influence to turn public power into a tool for private fundraising. Worse, this power capital collusion was systematic. Park told the presidential secretariat to collect 7.74 billion won from 53 big firms. Choi controlled the money to set up the two foundations. These groups, meant for culture and sports, were used for personal gain, showing her abuse of power. She also made a cultural blacklist to suppress critics and cut their funding. Park turned state power private, making the presidential office a tool for personal profit. This destroyed public trust and exposed long-standing power business collusion in South Korea's politics.
The political and social implications of the Park Geun-hye case. 1. Political level. It marks the self-purification of democracy in South Korea, and the law and public opinion can check and balance power. The conservative camp is divided. The traditional political party has lost power, and the Democratic Party, to which Moon Jae-in balance has risen to power. 2. Social level. Expose the harm of politics, tribal collusion, public candidate, the misjudgments to show democratic awareness and enhance social supervision. Promote South Korea's reflection themes and call for the improvement of power checks and balance. 3. International perspective. Economic development does not prevent corruption, and true democracy requires continuous supervision by power.
Thank you to your providers. Finally, I would like to talk about the enlightenment and the conclusion brought by this case. First, the importance of the power balance mechanism. The South Korea holds highly concentrated executive power but lacks effective vision, making it prone to abuse. Further, it is crucial to enhance administrative transparency and establishing a precedent advice-driven mechanism to prevent the usurpations of shadow power. Second, the government believes relationship deserves reform. The close ties between the government and the conglomerates have led to the bleeding of corruption. In the future, legislation should be passed to prohibit interest transfer in the name of donation and promote corporate compliance and fair competition. Third, improving the legal and anti-corruption systems. We must adhere to principle of zero tolerance, treat both bribe givers and bribe takers equally, and impose severe penalties. And at the same time, we should eliminate honesty and privilege systems to ensure that the law is literally equal to everyone. Finally, institutional innovation and democratic solution. President privileges should be restricted. Parliamentarian situation and independent financial and anti-corruption regulatory bodies established to ensure the transparent operation of power. It can be said that the Park Geun Institute became a historical turning point in South Korea political frame. It revealed institutional principles and also promoted the maturity of democracy. As the last sentence summarizes, only the rule of law and transparency can cure the corruption of power. Thank you, everyone.